Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I'd also like to echo the sentiments of my colleagues, thanking you, both the co-chairs, the ranking members, for your collaborative, open process in which you've held this difficult bill and brought it forward. And I'd also like to respond to my friend and my colleague, the good representative from Wethersfield, about his comment about the proposal that our party put forward with no revenue. And I would just like to bring and clarify to the representative that we did nothing more than take what was previously negotiated and bring it to the forefront. So with that, I would like to talk a little bit about and ask a question about my profession, which is real estate, and the taxable services on architectural engineering, drafting, building inspections. And I was wondering, through you, Mr. Chair, how did you decide to choose what's new services to be taxed?
Senator Fonfair.
Well, I guess it's not much different than the package in general in that it's a tough process. We spent hours and hours looking over the various services, trying to minimize those areas that would be particularly onerous to whether it be businesses or the citizens of our state. The reality is, again, that the services that you see here, many of them, if not all of them, do reflect the change in our economy in terms of more of these types of services in terms of how our economy has shifted. And we did our best to try to identify those areas that would create a more balanced approach to our sales tax, not focus solely on goods or predominantly on goods. And this is where we ended up. Could there be a different configuration? Certainly, but this is the result of many hours of conversations and dialogue about where we could most fairly extend the sales tax to those areas of services.
Representative Hoydick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Senator. I have personal experience about the Senator's thoughtfulness and his thoroughness when he is drafting legislation, and I appreciate the effort you put into this. I also wanted to echo Senator McLaughlin's points where everyone, your side of the aisle, our side of the aisle, no matter what finance, tax, budget, spending proposals you put together, there are a lot of people that put in a lot of hours, and thank you, and differences make good dialogue. I just want to share with you about as a real estate commercial property manager, some of my fear about these taxes to the building trades and architectural and engineering firms. You know, I believe that infrastructure and improvement from the government side, whether it's roads, energy policy, is so critically important, and that's what the government's job is to do. I feel that after the infrastructure improvements, whether it's transportation in this case, happen, then construction and development of real estate also happens, and that has a huge trickle-down effect as far as jobs. What I'm afraid these taxes will do is make us uncompetitive, especially for those private industry jobs that not only work in Connecticut, but bid outside Connecticut. Because now they're all going to be subject to 6.35 and then almost 6% sales tax. I remember not that long ago in 2009 when our company had the recession hit, and I was just thankful to keep a job, never mind not getting a salary increase for 3 years. We maintained our benefits. We had to pay a little bit more in copay, but at least I had that job. And I am very, very afraid with this particular new taxes on these services that we may be going down the wrong path. Representative Candelora reminded me or pointed out to me that in 1991 we had these taxes and we removed them in the state of Connecticut because it made us uncompetitive to our surrounding states. So, again, thank you, gentlemen, rankings and chairs. Thank you, everybody, for all their hard work on this. I'm respectful of the process and respectful of your thoughts, but I am going to be voting no on this.